Right. This is all good. It's all fine. It's all good. It's all fine. We are all good. It's chaos. Chaos and majestic wonder.
I'm not sure it's that chaos, but okay. Oh shoot! I'm missing a thing with me. Don't worry about it. You guys do your thing.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. We also probably need to change what the game is because I think it's still down as something else. I think.
I don't have the ability to do that. I don't know if you guys have a bot set up in chat.
I don't know, but it's fine. We're doing better than last week at this point. So, hello everybody. Hello. I'm Tim. I'm a lot calmer than I was last week at this time. Mainly because technology is working today.
You say so.
So good. Yeah. Technology's playing reasonably nice. It's technology. You can't expect it to actually play nice.
Twitter won't let me log in, and it's.
Screw you, Twitter.
Twitter is the worst.
Anyway, hello, hi, greetings and salutations and welcome. Hi, I'm Tim. Anon, for what it's worth. Anon Moth on all the social interwebs. This is Courts of the Shadow Fae, a venture through Cobalt Press's Courts of the Shadow Fae campaign set in the world of Midgard. And yeah, last week was fun, and we're continuing. So, without further ado, let's introduce the cast. So let's start with Jen.
Oh, hi. I'm Jen. I'm randomly Jen. Jen. On most of the social internet. Or on Twitter. Randomly generated. Also Jen on most of the social internet. And I stream 4-ish days a week over on Twitch. And I like to play real weird, dirty video games and role-playing games. And I'm a little off today, so hi.
It's all good. It's Fridays.
Hello.
We're allowed to be a little off on Fridays. It's all good. Right, next up, Val.
Sorry, I'm muted, and so I was like, I'm fine.
Everything's fine, everyone.
Everything's all good.
Everything's all good. I'm just trying to figure out how we change the name of the stream, because this is teamwork. This is teamwork at its finest.
Teamwork makes dreams works.
Is that via a bot that you're doing that?
Yeah, Moobot.
Oh, I don't know that one. The one I don't know.
Moobot's been on my bad side lately. With
to change the name of a stream. Okay, I've asked them all so for help. Anyway, I'm Val. Nice to meet you. I'm the Netty Nipther on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'm playing Satali, the blood sister void wizard, who also uses she, her pronouns.
This is going better than last week. I'm loving this. Right.
We're only 13 minutes behind schedule.
We're already 30 minutes behind. This is good. This is brilliant.
I've got me.
Yourself.
Hi, I'm Torn Pixie. You can find me at Torn Pixie Twitch, as well as my own channel here on Twitch. That's always gets so hard to say. I've got to find a way to say that where I'm not saying Twitch 2 times in a row right there. And I'm playing Lathlirel, who is a Shadow Fae wizard. Sorry, I had a moment there. Yeah, Doomcroaker. She here, good.
Words go well. We do things and stuff. We'll have our act together next week.
Oh, don't count me in on that.
I like the chaos. Chaos is good.
That's my character.
Yeah. Chaos is good. Chaos is fine. We live in the endless amount of chaos and nightmare. So, that's our cast. We also have another cast member joining us next week, of which you will find out more next week. Although we will probably mention Sam now. Hi, Sam, if you're watching.
Hi,
you
Sam. I've got
Sam's joining. Sam's joining us next week with a character that you'll find out about next week. So come back next week.
I've got my bear mask on the shelf behind me in her.
Right, so would anyone like to recap what happened last week?
Chuck
Chuck happened.
We went shopping. Check
We
did
went
happen,
shopping. It was great.
We went shopping.
though. Check did happen,
got
but we don't
stuff.
get to remember.
Yeah, stuff happened, but you don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened, Tim?
We got
don't know.
chocolate. We got chocolate.
We got chocolate.
You got chocolate. You went shopping.
Vitalis doesn't want to touch or be around anything.
Yeah. You went to a library. You met Agnes.
Oh yeah. Good
Who
time.
I'm trying to remember the voice of Agnes, because in case we go visit
it's
Agnes
just
again.
a little lady voice. I think you were just being very old.
Just sounding like this all the time.
She had an ungrateful son that she was going to kill him.
I don't remember it being quite that high pitched.
I know when I look back at the VOD on Twitch, I fluctuated a lot, but that's fine.
You were
she's old and-
generically old lady. You were
I'm a
channeling comedians that channel the queen.
Basically.
You know,
I know.
as an American, I've never actually heard the queen talk. I've only ever heard comedians do impressions of her because she's just not on
Okay, so
here very often.
so the Queen.
At this point, I'm like, I'm just going to see when it happens organically.
Actually, that's a fair point. Yeah, media here, they never show the queen
I only ever see
talking.
people
You
imitating
see
the queen, never her actually talking.
Oh,
You see her
So-
wave? That's it.
the Queen basically sounds, having had to listen to the Queen speak every single Christmas since I was born, twice. The Queen is like we're not, it's not too high pitch. It's not like as raspy. It's more like muted a little bit. So it's like, we're here today to say hello to and thank those who've come this Christmas year. And the royal family would like to thank you all for your thoughts and prayers this year towards the marriage. It's like that, basically.
That's the extent of how I've heard the queen, is other people trying to sound like the queen.
Yeah, but she might die soon. She might die soon, and we get left with Charles,
Sausage man.
basically.
Couple of things. Dan has changed the title for us, so we're now on the correct title.
Dan!
Thank you, Dan.
I've been added as moderator of this channel. Hot damn.
Where is web captioner on a Chrome browser so I can share it?
Okay. So open up a Chrome browser. Heckies. We're doing
Doing it
walkthrough
live,
live.
everyone.
I'm fine with that.
We do it live. It's all good.
This is basically what we were doing last week when we weren't live yet. So.
Yes, this is what. So I'm just trying to find the share caption button, but I don't know where it is, and we're doing great.
It's at the bottom.
Okay. Well, no. If we set this up last week, right?
It looks like a little radio tower.
Yep. Little blue button, bottom of bar.
On Twitch or just Chrome?
On the
On
Chrome
Chrome.
web captioner.
On Chrome, not Twitch. Not
Oh,
Twitch.
I don't. Where's web captioner?
Go to webcaptioner.com.
Oh, okay. There's a webcaptioner.com.
That will help
Famous plug.
exponentially.
Webcapture.com.
Then go
I thought
to
we set
start
this up last week.
captions.
I'm confused.
I'm very confused. Wait, so I go to webcaption.com,
Yeah.
Start captions up in the top right corner.
start captioning.
Okay, go to the bottom of that. There's a little radio tower blue button. Open that for share captions, and then use your broadcast application. Click on that one to get the link from there.
Oh, no, it didn't do the thingamadoop. It didn't do the radio broadcast. It just
All
did
right.
start captioning.
Hold up.
It starts captioning, and then you can share that caption.
If she hasn't done the setup before, she doesn't have the ability to do that because she does not have the
Oh
share.
yeah, you got to do that share business.
Yes. So I'm gonna drop another link in the Zoom chat. Click that link.
Hi everybody. It's Thursday. Welcome to Friday the 13th of a full moon.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
Go
Jen.
figure. Go figure. Okay, so from there, on that page where it says experiment name, write in share. Do not capitalize it. Click
Share.
add.
Share. Not share. Share.
Okay, so add an experiment, share.
Yes. Okay, we'll go over a couple other things now. Just make sure we have everything set up properly. Okay, so go to appearance. Your font family needs to be Roboto Slab.
Okay, so just going back on experiments. In experiment name, I typed in share, didn't capitalize it, and clicked add.
Yep. So now you
It's
have
just
that.
there now. It's magic.
Okay. Oh wait, is it working now? No.
It'll start captioning once you hit the button. We're gonna get the rest of the settings handled real fast first.
We gotta
Oh,
have magic text.
Found appearance. Okay, font family. Which one do I need?
Roboto slab.
Auto.
We need a dice jail.
Text size 1.
Roboto slab. Text size 1. Okay.
Okay. Capitalization. First letter of each word.
First letter of each word. Share.
Okay. Go ahead. Hit the start captioning button all the way at the bottom.
Okay. Done
And
it.
then you should see a little blue box down there as well with a toggle button.
I do.
Click that box.
Yep.
Share in broadcasting application. Copy. Go ahead and drop that in Zoom, and I will pop that over on,
Your beautiful face.
yes, underneath your face here.
And that, everyone, is a live walkthrough of how to do captioning using Twitch.
I think this is right.
Torn Pixies
But I-
tutorial in order to get further details via text.
This is this is captioning. Welcome.
We are delayed to include everyone in the conversation, at least to the best of the ability of web captioner to understand what we are saying. Thank you for your time and patience.
Thank you, everybody,
Ooh.
for paying
We
attention
missed-
to this
We
public
did
service
miss one bit
broadcast.
there, Valerie. If you
Pardon?
scroll down to shadow to the background bit, background opacity needs to be 70%. And then we're good to go. And then we're good.
So shortcut.
Plancha.
Background opacity needs to be 70%, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There
Web
we go.
captioner thinks I said friendship.
Well, we all know that friendship is magic.
Okay. I've
Not the
just
same as cheers, though.
No, damn you, internet. Now I can't see if I'm being captioned. Curse you. You're fired. Fire
are
my
being
internet.
You are being captioned.
Oh, okay, good. Don't fire the internet.
You are not being captioned. You are being captioned. You are not being captioned. You are being captioned.
We're doing our best.
We're doing good. Everything is fine. We did it!
We did it.
This is the power of friendship.
Ah.
Ah! Did we have a game we were going to play? Or we could just talk about the Queen
Possibly.
for 3 hours.
Possibly, yeah. Well, not
Chuck
really.
was-
Yeah. Right. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, you also, because stop sending me invites to random Facebook events, people. I'm streaming. Damn it. Anyway.
No airplane mode for Facebook.
Ah, damn it. Facebook ingratiating themselves into all things of chaos. Anyway, so last week you also encountered after the library a lovely rat named Chuck. And Chuck told you about where to find the Winter's Kiss. Keep it together. We got this.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
So, Chuck told you where the Winter's Kiss was. The lovely ambassador home to the hidden ambassador Thelma Dream, who I can remember his name off the top of my head for some random reason. Anyway, you
We'd like
don't
to
remember.
remain hidden.
Yes, because you do not remember this. I could really skip this because you don't remember any of this. All you remember from talking to Chuck is Chuck told you to go and find the way to get to the Shadow Rose to get to the courts of the Shadow Fae. That's all you remember. You did not meet the hidden ambassador Thelmadrine at any point, although you do now have wine and goblets. You think Chuck gave you the wine and goblets. Chuck is a very affluent rat.
Chuck's got deep pockets.
Chuck's got
Literally.
deep pockets and nice taste in wine.
He's got like a weird tiny bag of holding on his tiny little hip.
Chuck is effectively Remy from Ratatouille. That is all you need to know. And probably speaks with a nice accent as well. Because
I mean, he did
Thanks,
shriek at
Chuck.
us when I gave him chocolate.
yes, he went away and carried it on his paws, so he quite liked the chocolate, which was, if I remembered rightly, dark chocolate mint truffle with pomegranates.
I think I just gave him a sample because I, hoarded some samples. But
Yes.
we do have pomegranate mint chocolates.
And wine and
Fancy
lots of
wine.
other things. Fancy wine. Anyway,
We have bargaining chips is what we have.
we have lots of bargaining chips. So that's
We
where
should
all
also have coupons for a tailor.
You also have at some point, Chuck, as far as you're aware, has given you the ability to go to a Fey tailor when you're in the courts.
Chuck is an affluent rat.
He's a very fucking affluent rat.
All I can picture now is a little multicolored rat with a little top hat on and a monocle.
I'm down for this.
Done.
Sweet.
And he has a cane
Yes.
with a tiny rat on top of it.
I really thought you were going to say he had a cape as well, so just...
He's a rat equivalent of this.
He has a cape as well.
He has a cape! He's
a
Rat
dandy
Man!
rat.
He's a dandy Rat Man!
He's a dandy rat man.
He's so svelte.
In fact, his name is now Chuck Dandy.
Chuck Dandy.
Chuck
Dandy
Dandy.
the Rat Man.
Chuck Dandy sounds like a hero from the Chuck Norris days of television.
He's Chuck Dandy, the dandiest rat about town.
He's,
All the starlets fall for him.
have you ever seen, the mouse version of Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, that was that's the great mouse detective.
Yeah, Basil. I'm just imagining
I love that.
Basil the Great Mouse Detective is leading us down to the Shadow Realm, inexplicably being able to give us wine and with a cane with a tiny rat in it.
We've really built up the mythology of Chuck, which is just a name I came up with.
Is now a god.
We didn't ask Chuck for his name. I just suggested, hey, maybe his name's Chuck.
Anyway,
Chuck is the hero we need, but not the one we deserve.
we deserve.
I'm the hero we deserve, and that's because we're at chaos.
Kobold Press, we've come up with a new god. Chuck.
Chuck Dandy.
This is Chuck, the
Demigod.
dandy rat. Wolfgang Bauer,
Chuck. Or
DM me.
Wolfgang Howard, DM for clerics and patrons of Chuck.
We should
Patrons
know
of Chuck. God damn it.
patrons of Chuck. And all they do is drink White Russians out of saucers.
Oh, okay, well now you've got my attention.
What do you mean? Huh? I do not understand.
What do you mean? Anyway,
We are all very pale. There's not much sun.
We've gone wildly off subject with
we have.
Dan.
I have no idea where we are on this now. It's fine. Anyway,
So that's our recap of last week. Welcome.
that's the recap. That's the recap.
Can every recap we do for this show now be like Chuck the Dandy Rat with no context to it?
This has been our 20-minute recap of last weekend, and most of that we don't actually have memory for.
Oh, we have memory of Chuck. They're not real memories, but we have them.
So we have memories of Chuck.
Can we take Chuck with us? I've formed an attachment to him now.
I mean, he doesn't remember this, so like,
Okay, I'm just.
I'm the only one that can. I'm the only one that can talk to him currently. So if we take him with, yeah, I'll just tell you whatever the fuck he said.
Books closed.
He was good evidence of the fact that it took us 20 minutes to break Tim. We've broken the DM. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Quite frankly, I'm disappointed that it took us this long.
I know, we've been trying for ages.
Right. Let's do something.
We're going on a journey, and I had a song prepared,
Right.
but I've had a rough day. So life is a highway.
You
I'm
have
gonna
to
ride it all night long. That was
you-
the song I had prepared.
have to basically. Chuck, from what you remember, Chuck's told you to try find a way to get into the Shadow Roads, to get to the Shadow Realm, to go to the courts. How the fuck are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna divert to Mix Pixie.
Who's Pixie?
Mix Pixie. Mix Pixie. Mix Master Pixie.
How do you want to get into the Shadow Realm?
Listen, if you're gonna follow me into the abyss, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm following my bliss. A character should not be followed.
I'm okay. So recapping, actually, hands up. Who's been to the Shadow Realm in character or Shadow Road?
I have no idea where grandmother is, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so
2 of 3 of you have.
we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Do you know how to get there?
Yeah, we do. We're just
roll a history check for me.
Oh, good.
That should be both of us,
Let's
right?
start the roll.
Roll me a history check.
I was gonna say, roll me a history check with disadvantage. And I was gonna be like, yeah, that seems about right. Oh, okay.
We've disadvantage, yes.
Oh, bugger. Right.
With disadvantage.
Oh, this is actually fine.
Wait, for both of us?
I have a 16.
Okay. Pixie, can you roll me as well with disadvantage?
That was a 10.
Okay. You both roughly know that there is a spell to get there. It's a ritual. Satali vaguely recall the mechanics to get there, but you could kind of brush up on it.
Seeing them thinking on things and doing things, I make a random survival check for no reason and get a 17.
Okay.
No reason. Maybe I
skull,
should chuck.
your skull turns around to you and goes, "It's getting a bit cold."
Oh, yes. We should probably get some warm clothes. Is it winter there? What do you think? I'm talking to the skull. Just having a full-blown conversation.
It's probably winter.
Why do
It's
you
probably
sound-
cold.
Why do you sound
It's
like
very dark.
What's going on? Why did I sound
Elmo,
like a
this is what Elmo's skull used to look like. Elmo made a satanic deal with Baba Yaga, and now Elmo is the Cinder Skull and sends out flaming rainbows at people and talks and has nice conversation.
Rainbows.
Rainbows!
We have Chuck the Dandy Rat and Elmo the Satanic Skull.
Cinder Skull.
The
It's on fire.
Cinder Skull.
It's
It's on fire. Elmo is on fire. You heard it here.
so basically
Elmo made a deal, and Elmo melted, and all that remains is Elmo's skull.
I have
there
a
memes
staff with
that
a
support
lantern
this
on
theory.
it. Yeah, I have a staff with a lantern on it, and my lantern is actually the Cinder Skull, so it's just glows bright fire out of it all of the time, lighting my way in front of me, and I just talk to it.
Okay, well, she's
You
doing
can't hear
that.
it talking back. It doesn't
I'm
happen.
going to go to the library to try and find out anything.
Right.
So I'm going to start heading there.
Oh, tell Agnes I said hi. Oh, I should go with you, shouldn't I?
So this means let's go to the library.
I'm going to shout behind me, "Lad, we're going to the library to try and be productive."
I don't know
I
what
believe the
productive is,
keyword
but
there
I'm
is
going.
try, correct?
Pardon?
Said I believe the keyword there is try, correct?
I don't know what productive means. Let's go.
I know you don't. It's
You're
okay.
gonna try and go to the library.
Everything's wonderful. Let's follow our bliss.
Okay.
I feel like we need a druid here to keep us in check.
I would like to multi-class.
How many druids have you met? They're just as likely to take us
one
off.
druid in particular.
They're just as likely to take us off track.
Jen, roll me a D100.
Oh, I need a D100 roller. I don't own one of the D100 roller.
Google.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I am gonna make a random table that I'm gonna roll on just to do random events. 16.
Okay. You've met 10 druids in your life,
I have met 10 druids.
or at least 10 people who you think were druids.
I mean, they wore a lot of green.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what am I? I wear a lot of blue.
A wizard?
Don't understand the question.
Nice.
I'm
You don't
trying to
have moss
say.
behind your ears. I don't know what you're asking.
I'm going to take both of my sleeves and just be like, okay, everybody, come on now. Don't worry about it. Look at the sides. Look at the pretty lights.
Ooh, look at those lights. They're beautiful.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
festival.
The library. Okay. I'm gonna go to the library.
We should probably be keeping our ears out for edicts too.
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone with a pamphlet. I know there is not one. Enjoy a pamphlet.
What's everyone's passive perception?
My passive perception is
17.
So I've always been crap at figuring out passive perception. I have no idea what it is.
So it's your base wisdom score plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency if you're proficient in perception.
Oh, I am. Yeah. I made half of my character sheet on D&D
my
Beyond,
passive is
so I didn't
18.
have to do math.
Oh, what was it? Okay, so 17,
18.
18.
a 10.
Okay, so going down the street, it's still as quiet as it was earlier, as far as you can remember. Going back the same way you went, where you met the great and powerful Chuck Dandy. Along the way, you do hear a couple more edicts. They're all in Elvish, which you will understand. There's one about, that by order of the Queen, you shall not wear black with grey, for it offends the Queen.
I say, oh fuck, and I snap my fingers, and suddenly my outfit shimmers for a second and then changes, and all of the black and gray have been turned into a weird random rainbow assortment.
Wait, is it black and gray together, or is
Black
it
and grey.
wearing at all?
Together, I think is what you just said.
Do you go up to the black cloaked edict reader and ask this question?
I don't take chances.
As Lath does.
Okay, you're
For
greeted by this.
clarification.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm just the messenger. If you would like to know, please submit in writing to the Queen the clarification about the edict. I'm just the messenger. If you would like to send a message, then please send a message to your nearest rat, who will then take the message down through the sorting office and then send it to the Queen, and you'll get a response in about 3 to 5 days.
If you'll need help with that, Lath, I can think might be able to find Chuck.
Well, there's that.
I would just hazard a guess to try and change.
May I read that, please? Just so I can double check the wording.
Oh, okay.
The wording is very important.
And he hands you over all the edicts, of which there is effectively a volume of edicts that he's making his way slowly through.
Okay.
It's basically, if you want clarification on the black and grey, it's if you're only wearing black and grey together.
Okay.
Which I was.
Any other colour, you're fine.
Okay.
But you can't have black on grey as part of your only ensemble.
Okay.
Player me is like, fight me. So Tally's like, well, doesn't bother me. This is the most, like, fight me. I can wear what I want.
As you flick through some of the other edicts as well, you come up with another one about they're now saying you don't eat dwarven bread. And if anyone does eat dwarven bread, they're going to have a very nasty surprise. There's one about humans, and that all humans must have their hair to a certain length and a certain color and a certain style, of which there are one of 13 styles to choose from.
Oh, the King Jong Ooh.
Yes.
Not ill. Ooh.
And there's another one about that there's going to be effectively daily hunts going down certain districts within the city to basically, if you don't want to get injured, stay indoors. If you want to participate in the hunt as a huntsboy and to help the hunters who are hunting, then please submit your name in writing to the nearest bird.
Nearest bird.
It's a good thing I can talk to birds. Also, I was also going to say, I look like a weird-ass rainbow bird right now. I got feathers for some reason.
Okay.
I have glamour armor. I can make it look like whatever the fuck I want.
So Tatiana looks like she's from the Rio Carnival.
I was going to save this for when we got to court, but I guess I wear it now.
It's very lovely. You have it's a very clear aesthetic you've got going on. And if they tell you that they can't wear it, I will just burn it. I will just burn that book. It's fine.
Oh, I appreciate that so much.
Is there any way that I would know, because I'm new to this one, if I ask this person, where do we go to get to the Shadow Road, he will answer me in anything but the Queen says wear this.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I assist you with rambling in the background?
Please do, because I am a wizard.
Sure.
No. Okay.
Assisting. I am proficient in...
Okay, that was good. That was better with the assisting. Okay, the roll 20. Why are you like this? Persuasion, so that is 17.
Okay. The black-hooded edict speaker sort of goes, well, I can't personally take you. However, I have heard, there are certain spells you can use. You can do some research on it. Some of the higher level spellcasters know this intuitively anyway. I mean, you surely you're from the you look like you're Shadow Fae, so surely you must know how to do this yourself.
It's been a few hundred years or so. I think they may have changed the password.
Also, it was test.
Yes, this was a long test that you have passed. You have pleased the Queen with your ability to not give away the spell for the Shadow Realm. Well done. You have done so well. We're going to go and just carry on our merry way and just, keep up the good work. There will maybe be some others dropping by to give you a little bit of a test, but don't worry. You'll be fine. You're doing wonderful. Let's go.
Everything is beautiful, and I sort of flutter my feathers about in a distracting manner as we back away slowly.
Okay.
We're gone.
God save the Queen.
Yes, that.
Ooh.
Oh God, I'm done already.
We're doing wonderful.
Okay, right. So
Wonderful.
Beautiful, wonderful.
Please.
Wonderful. Let us go. I think we might. I mean, you can try and talk to Agnes.
So you make your way back to the library, where you were before.
Agnes, ho! Agnes.
You make your way to Agnes, and you go back through the doors into the old library, and sure enough, where you left her is Agnes. Jen, would you like to describe Agnes?
So Agnes is real hunched over. Picture in your mind's eye, Monster Inc. Mike Wazowski. I think her voice was a little like that, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little Mike Wazowski. Honest. What's her name?
Tatiana.
That was it, Tim. That was it.
It's good to see you again.
It's
only been an hour.
She's also real slow. She moves very slug-like. Just a little old lady who's very hunched and sort of yellow. I don't think we ever gave her a race or anything.
No.
She's very, very old for whatever race she is, which is probably an old race. So she's probably a couple thousand years old or so. At least 1,000.
Tatiana, you haven't filed the paperwork.
You were here an hour ago.
You were here an hour ago, and you want to take out another book.
I did not take any books. Zitali has questions. Zitali, the floor. Not the actual floor. Do you understand?
I understood, but thank you for clarifying.
This
Hello.
is Agnes. Agnes Zitali.
Hello, Sitali.
Hello,
How can I assist you?
we're looking for books specifically on ways to get to the Shadow Realm. We heard there was some sort of spell that could maybe lead the way, and so we're looking specifically for books that could steer us in the right direction, so to speak.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Wonderful.
Right. What kind of books do you think you want?
Well, as a librarian, I was hoping you could steer me to ones that may lead us to the spell that will take us to the Shadow Fae.
She bends down and brings up a large directory of all the books in the library. It goes through and goes,
Okay, you probably want something to do with spells. So, right.
I'm going to go randomly look at shelves because I feel like we're going to be here a while.
Okay, so anyone who is proficient in either Arcana, History, or Insight, make me a roll.
Cool.
Sweet.
I've got at least 2 of those.
That is 21.
Okay,
22, 15 plus 7.
Yep. Excellent.
11.
Nice.
That's fine. As a group, you have 1 success.
I'm very close to putting that guy in jail.
Okay, so you want to find this ritual. It's over down there near the moonlight and shadow section.
Thank you so much.
Makes sense.
Have a wonderful day. Okay.
You too.
Give that son of yours what for?
He's a little shit, but he'll die soon. I'll outlast him. Always outlasting him.
So Tyler's just gonna pop back and say, if you need any help with the whole speeding up the outlasting him, I hand over a card, and I'm always available,
Yeah, we discussed this last time.
She reaches down, brings out a massive pair of comically sized magnifying glasses, and reads it the tiny card and goes,
Okay. This is good information to keep. Thank you.
Sucks it in her cleavage.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go over there now. What? We found out where the book is.
Sounds good. So can we get going now?
Friend, we have to find the book. This moon and shadow section, not shadow and moon section, very different sections.
Yeah. We probably could have just gone to my professor.
That's the 50 Shades one.
We probably could have just gone to my professor.
Oh,
Okay.
we could have totally done that.
Right.
Why
Laugh,
didn't you mention something earlier?
do you want to go to your professor?
Yeah,
because you guys wanted to go see Agnes. I figured I'd let you guys go see Agnes.
You can go off in another direction while we're searching the shelves and be like, I'll be back.
Alright. Yeah, Left's gonna want to go see their professor.
Okay, Laugh, you go see your professor. What is your professor's name?
Ooh, Hamas.
Pardon?
Hamas.
Hamas. Right. Hamas is basically the very Indiana Jones office. It's very tiny cupboard, but as soon as you walk inside, books. Just mountains of books. You think the desk is probably actually made out of books as well. But he's there hunched over behind loads of books in the corner and goes,
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Ah, Fariel, how may I help you?
Well, you know that thing about when you don't use spells and stuff often enough, you start forgetting important things about the spells?
Yes, that's why I write most things down.
I need a quick refresher on using shadow roads.
Okay,
make me a persuasion check.
Everyone in this school is old. All of the teachers are ancient beings.
19.
Okay.
okay, hang on just 1 second.
He goes through a bunch of files and he brings out a paper titled On Shadow Roads by you.
Here's your old paper you submitted a while ago. That might be some refresher for you.
That's what I was hoping for. Thank you.
Well, that's why I write everything down, you see. It's always good to make copies.
I mean, I did write it down. That's why you have it.
Touche. There's a reason I like you. Why do you need to know about the Shadow Fae and get the Shadow Roads again?
Well, I am Shadow Fae.
Yes, but why? Do you want to go home, or?
It's nice to go visiting the folks once in a while.
That's good. Well, you do owe me a paper at some point, so would you, if you do go, could you just go write me a paper while you're there on your visit, so we have up-to-date academic information about that, if that's okay?
Yeah, I can definitely do an updated Shadow Fey realm thing.
Good. It's a famous mark. So, if you want anything else, my colleague might be able to help you. What's his name? I can't remember his former name. He's the former master of stars and shadows. Blasted. Hang on. What's his name?
He goes through his Rolodex on his desk.
No.
It's Treg.
Bertrand.
Okay. Oh, where did my...
Bertram's Silvercloak. Try him.
Okay.
He lives up in the Black Hills. Retired, kooky old fellow. You might find him interesting. But yes, and if you need anything else, just ask someone else. I have paperwork.
Okay.
But thank you so much for visiting. It's always good to meet a student again.
Good seeing you again. Thank you for that, by the way.
No worries. Just be careful when you close the door on your way out.
I remember.
Are you careful closing the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm imagining by the time you get back to the library, the two vaguely Russians are just like, okay, I don't know what it is. They've got books all over the place. We're looking for things. There's general chaos. We're not really good at this.
Okay, so
I suspect our information's right here.
I definitely, if we got confused, I definitely got distracted reading something else. Like,
Yeah, did you know this chaos spell? It's a good spell.
there are several books on the void here, which is uncommon. Let me tell you this. Oh, yeah, we were doing something.
Oh, but I found a book full of songs that I did not know.
Did you find the spell?
I have it in my papers, yes.
Oh.
Wonderful. That's brilliant. We can progress.
in your papers, you find information on that the ritual has to be done near a place of great harm or despair, like site of a violent act. A spinning lantern is used as part of the casting, and you kind of need to have a memory of where you're going to get there. Which, from your research, there's some other ritual that you roughly know about. It's called the Ritual of Memories Lost.
Okay.
And say, if I have been there before in the past, I almost certainly don't remember it anyway, because we know my mind is not what it not even used to be. It never used to be much, but it's not much.
Elmo, during this, your skull is just singing or humming quietly in the background. It sounds a bit like new age electro pop.
I can dig it.
Do we know anything about how to cast the ritual?
Yeah, you need to have a spinning lantern, which is used as part of the ritual.
The spinning lantern, the recovering the lost memories part.
So both of you, Lafariel and Sitali, make me a Arcana or History check with advantage because you got all the books there.
Okay, I got a nat 20 on my first go. It's 23 altogether. I don't want to touch the dice to jinx it.
I need to name my Cinder Skull.
You do.
I'll work on that.
22.
22. Okay, basically, you both having to go through the books, reading through the paper, and connecting up all the dots of various different interpretations because they because when writing these spells, it's not scientific version. It's all a bit like reading between the lines, connecting things up. You basically realize that you have to find a humanoid who has willingly been there to forget that they've been there.
Well, they're doing that.
And you gain this by basically having having them bleed onto a pastry, and whoever's casting the ritual to get to the Shadow Road eats the pastry to regain the memory.
Gross.
While they're doing that, I persuade my Cinder Skull that the sky is actually made of fudge, and I rolled a 29.
Okay, your score goes.
It's made of fudge? Does that mean that the rivers are made of cream?
Well, absolutely. Obviously. No duh.
So, does that mean the mountains are made of ice cream?
No, they are made of sprinkles.
Sprinkles?
Yes.
You must feed me. Feed me these things.
No, you calm yourself. We've got work to do.
We have
You eat
work,
fire.
but
You eat fire,
Okay.
friend.
I ate fire, but it's nice to have ice cream as well.
Okay, we'll have some chocolate. I give him another one of the samples. I'm just smushing it up onto its teeth. This isn't real.
While this is going on, I talk with Lath and I could one of the edicts perhaps, if they have been to the Shadow Realm, could they be persuaded to forget? I imagine it would be difficult, but they would be the most obvious candidate for someone who has been there.
Oh, do we need to persuade someone of something? Let me know when we get to that point.
Yeah,
Other than that, I cannot help.
I'm not sure that they've necessarily been there. They just received the edicts. I think what we need to do is look for a Shadow Fae who has decided that they would much prefer to be here and see if they're willing to give up that memory. Preferably maybe when it's a bad memory for them anyways.
Oh, we're looking for someone with trauma. That's
Yes.
never hard to find in a fantasy setting.
Then that is the real tea.
We also need to find a place where a lot of trauma has taken place to cast this spell.
Oh, freshman dormitories. Good place to start.
Not the right kind of trauma, I fear.
Oh, just not abuse from teachers? Okay.
Okay,
If you know any murder hobo people,
while
we
you're
could
all
use
in
a
the
murder
library,
hobo.
I'd like you to all make me another investigation check, since you got the books there.
All of us?
Nat 20.
Okay.
Oh, investigation.
Math. 16 plus. Oh, I'm proficient. 6.
Okay.
I got a 9.
22.
Okay.
22.
Okay. That's good.
That's how math works.
Going through all the books, you come up with 2 bits of information. One, the former professor of the Stars and Shadow is actually of Shadow Fae origin. And the second place is one site that might be there's 2 sites that might be a good place to cast the ritual. One is in the Kobold Ghetto, at the Lich Gate, spelled Lych, not Litch.
Spelling is hard, Tim.
Spelling's hard. And the other option is in the Ursuline Gardens, which historically was a place where some Shadow Faes would gather and basically do the eyes wide shut things in the garden at the start of every new moon.
What's the eyes wide shut
It's the
thing?
full moon, Tim.
New moon. New moon.
Today.
Full moon?
Today is the full moon.
Today's the full moon. So today for us is the full moon. New moon? Full moon?
Full moon.
Full moon.
Big bright.
Big bright. Full moon, half moon, total eclipse. Jaffa cakes. Okay.
Jaffa cakes.
So it was Bertrand Starcloak might be an option to talk to about memories, and there are two locations. One is the Lich Gate, and one is the Ursuline Gardens.
Oh, what? How's that spelled? The
I'm
gardens.
just here to follow my bliss.
My first inclination would be to go to the Ursuline Gardens, but I don't know.
What's at the Ursuline Gardens other than...
Does it involve bears? Because it indicates to me that there's bears involved.
It's basically a very nice hedgerow garden with a hedge maze with different like bear statues.
So bears.
Bears.
If I wanted to go somewhere and reflect, I might go to the gardens then.
Okie dokie. So, knowing that information, where do you want to go?
I'll go. Do we want to split up so part of us go and and get the spinning lantern and get the place ready, and the other of us try and convince the Shadow Fae?
I think that would be good.
I'll go and get the lantern and get the place set up.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Satali.
Oh no, you got to go you're the persuasive one.
Oh, we're talking to someone?
Yes, we're talking to someone and trying to convince them to bleed on a pastry. I think you should go. I definitely think that's your area.
I was just hoping to find a lantern. I have a lantern. Why do I need lantern? Okay, let's go.
Is it a
There will be
spinning
a
lantern?
I'll keep it for you afterwards.
Oh, good. I like lanterns. Fire is nice. Okay, where are we going? I was just
The
having a
Ursuline-
conversation.
We're going to the Ursuline Gardens. What do you mean you're
Oh,
having a
okay.
conversation?
Will I need to talk to a bear? Because I can do that.
No, we are looking for another Shadow Fae. His name is Bertrand.
Okay.
Okay, right. So you're all heading to the gardens, yes?
I'm just going to get a spinning lantern.
All right. So you can all head out the same way. Satali, you peel off into. There's you see like a random candle store on the way down. It's not like it's a weird like semi-scented candle store.
You
And
have
go in.
money?
Yes.
Okay, you still have money. Okay. Oh yeah, because you didn't buy.
No, I didn't go into the chocolate shop.
You bought potions.
So as you go down the street and you go into this candle shop, they sell some lanterns. They sell some lanterns of varying designs and styles, from like the really cheap little ones to the really ornately designed, grandiose ones that like a bit of the 1920s Art Deco.
Oh dear. I gravitate towards the fancier looking ones. I'm going to go to the shopkeeper and say, hello, I'm looking for a very specific spinning lantern. Do you have anything of that kind in stock?
Spinning lantern? What kind of spinning lantern? We got the ones you do for the kids' toys.
No, this would be for a slightly more adult sort of...
Oh, right, come with me then.
And he takes you around the back of the shop, through these pulled curtains, and you see lots of these like spinning lantern toys. And he says,
Right, one of these ones.
he lights it and spins it and invites you to look at it.
Does it look like what we need?
No. He took the word adult very literally.
Not quite what I was... Listen. The kind you use in a spell of the magical nature.
Oh, that kind of adult. Well, I've got a few of them. Hang on. What's your price range?
$200 gold.
Okay.
He brings out a very nicely gold and mithril or ornately designed thin lanterns, like very elegantly designed, but also quite thick. Like a nice ball lantern. He goes, right.
This one's 199 gold pieces. With tax, it's 200.
Oh, okay. See, it looks very nice. There are a little, I think I see scratches on it. You know, a little bit of the paint has been cut off. I could say 180, but I don't think I can stretch to 200 for something that's already sort of damaged.
Make a persuasion check.
Don't you wish you had a bard?
Haggle!
Haggle!
17!
$190.
Okay.
Right. I'll write you a receipt. Hang on. Do you want this? Oh, hang on. Got those that damn edict. I'll take you out front.
You know, he puts it on the center of the desk, brings out some nice wrapping paper, puts bows on it, gets a bigger bag.
Oh no, it's this bad.
Gets a nice box, puts it in the box, comes out about that big. Lamps that big, box that big.
There you go. Hope that does you nicely. And God bless the Queen.
God bless the Queen. Thank you so much. You've been so helpful. Okay, goodbye now. Goodbye.
Bye. Anyway.
I like the curtain. It adds to your aesthetic. It's very nice. I'm gonna smush it close and then leave.
Bye-bye.
I'll go meet them at the gardens.
Okay, so the Ursuline Gardens are in the, looking at the map on the wall, the Ursuline Gardens are on the border of like the college Arcanum district and the where you thought the ambassador's house was in like the ambassadorial like politics area. It's a nice, you know, quiet hedge maze. It's quite nice, ornate, well kept hedge maze. The entrance to this said hedge maze is two bears in tutus high-fiving each other.
Nice.
Sweet.
And the statues are made of marble.
I try to high five the bears, even though they are very tall.
Make me athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics? Am I going to be jumping?
Yeah, acrobatics.
20. 15 plus 5.
You high-five the bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Also, I have my own spinning lanterns, and now I want Tatiana to actually have poi. Different kind of spinning lanterns. Don't mind me, I have a lot of weird skills.
As soon as you high-five the bear, your skull goes.
That's very good. I wish I could high five, but I have no hands.
Well, we'll figure out a way for you to high five. Ooh, let's find someone with mage hand. You'll learn how to high five.
This is good. Can I make my mage hand on fire?
Of course. Why wouldn't we? Everything
Can I
is on
use
fire.
my mage hand to tickle people?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest it, but you can, I guess. Ask them first.
I will. Okay.
As long as you ask, I have no problems.
Okay. Right. So you're at the start of this. You're at the start of this hedge maze, with the two bears in tutus at the entrance.
Okay, where are we going? Obviously to maze.
Okay. Do you want to enter the maze?
I think so.
Okay. Right. You enter the maze. You're forced to turn. You're forced to turn left, and you've basically, as you start making your way through, every time you get to a choice to go left, right, or forward or backwards, you are met by another statue of a bear. Some of these are wearing different outfits. Some are in top hats. Some are in the hats with the spinny helicopter-y things on top. Some have miners' hats. Some are holding canes. Some are holding like swords and shields. Some are doing very graceful pirouettes. There's one statue in particular you came across. It's basically the bear version of Dirty Dancing.
Nice.
And these are all the ones you're seeing.
Can I
as you
take
make your way towards the
a
center.
closer look at these bear statues?
Yes, you can.
It's
Make me a
investigation, right?
perception check.
Perception.
Well, they're looking.
No, investigation check, actually.
While they're looking at the bear statues, I just pull out a map. Not to this area, or to anything relevant. It's probably something miles and miles away, and I'm just looking at the map.
Oh wait, did I catch up to them? Am I here too?
Yeah, we'll say yeah.
7.
Okay. They're very nice, well-made statues of marble.
They give good high fives.
That well-made tells me out of character exactly what I wanted to know. And I can't do anything with it.
The well-made, you know, surprising. Like the only thing that you find a bit of bad odds is, you know, that whoever comes by must be cleaning these quite often because there doesn't seem to be much, you know, dirt on them at all. So they're very well kept and very clean.
I have to do it. I like a statue.
Okay, make me a survival check.
Oh no!
No, Constitution saving throw.
Cool. You're welcome, Zil. 18 plus,
It's
what is it? Save, Constitution plus 4.
It tastes like a marble statue should.
Cool.
It tastes of stone and regret.
Welcome, Toby.
Uh,
Character, I like the statue.
I don't know if I'll be punished for doing this, but if I cast Fly
Okay.
to try and get above and direct them through the maze.
Okay, you can do that.
As you start sailing, like I could have picked you up on my shoulders.
That's okay, I'm 6'2".
It's fine. I also have a -1 to strength, so I couldn't pick you up on my shoulders.
I just sweep and there's this like shimmer of this like dark swirling mist that kind of goes around my legs and I start to just lift up and I'm going to try and direct them through the maze.
Okay, which you can do relatively easily. It's a nice day for flying. It's not a day for flying kites. It's quite calm, there's no real breeze.
You might have frostbite on your nose, though.
No.
The cold never bothered me anyway. I will leave the stream. I have been exiled.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, so you managed to direct your party, pass through the maze, you passed more very nice bear statues, and when you get to the center of the maze, you see a nice stone table made of marble with like different flecks of like metal engraved in it, which I think like some kind of like brushed steel on the table. You have a load of bear statues all around, including, again, 2 more bear statues high-fiving. But the high-fiving is actually touching this time.
No, I don't like that.
I would like to look at these bears that are high-fiving.
Okay.
Because they have interested me.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Percepzione. 16.
Okay.
7 to my 3.
Okay.
I'm good at seeing.
Okay, they are very nice bear statues, very ornately made. They seem to be having, if you look a bit closer at some of them, they have kind of like formal regal attire on, and they've also got what seems to be like stab wounds in the statues themselves, so there's no actual holes in the statues.
Someone has been stabbing these statues. I did not notice that when I tasted the last one.
So, do we think this is the site that we were looking for, and now we're just looking for the Shadow Fae to try and convince them to give them our blood?
Fario, you look through one of the high-fiving bears, and what you see in front of you is hell. Hell.
Oh.
Smells like sulfur.
It's my home!
The sulfur, fire, brimstone, hell, and
Nice.
a creature racing towards the hole.
I'm gonna start backing up. I'm not taking my eyes off of it, though.
Okay, as it
Just like
comes,
slowly at first, and then, like, as fast as I can without actually turning around.
As it comes racing towards you, lets out like a...
I go, oh, hello.
Oh, you... the other two, you don't see this.
Okay, cool.
Boss, are you alright?
I'm gonna be shouting at the thing to stay awake. No, stay awake! Nope!
Can I tell what she's looking at or what she's gesturing to at all?
Back.
What kind of check was it?
Insight.
Insight.
Oh, I'm going to talk to my Cinder Skull, and like they tell me I'm the mad one.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Lap is scared of something. You're not really sure what she's scared of, but she's very scared of something that just... Oh, those bears. Those bears are incredibly scary.
They're just bears. Everything will be fine.
Can I cast Detect Magic on the bears?
You can cast Detect Magic on the bears.
Do I sense anything?
You sense all around you, apart from the table, is conjuration. No, transmutation magic.
No, that's not good at all.
And I'm sparkly in my feathers, because remember, I'm still wearing rainbow feathers.
Remind me, are you still flying at this point?
Yes. Oh dear.
And what's the range of... Is that a concentration spell?
I think it might be. I'll just check. My computer is very slow. Fly spell, 5e. I'm pretty sure it is. Components, concentration, yes. Up
Okay.
to 20.
All right, so as soon as you do that, you drop to the ground anyway.
Yeah.
But all around you, apart from the table, is transmutation magic.
Then I'm gonna walk over to Loth and be like, "It's okay. It's not real. It's magic. It's not real.
I mean, magic is quite real, but nothing is real, really.
Not helping. Not real.
Okay.
Whatever you're seeing,
Yes. Nothing is real.
there.
Can I persuade you that nothing is real?
I mean, yeah. That would be a contested thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can try to persuade you that what you're experiencing is not real.
Persuasion versus... So I don't know. Insight? No.
Maybe insight is to see if someone's lying to you, or not lying, or what their intention, or if it's real. I don't know. Insight? Insight seems like the
I'll tell you what.
option.
Tatiana, you roll a persuasion check. Lothario, roll whatever saving throw you think it might be.
I think it would be a wisdom.
Wisdom, do that.
16. So essentially, you got a DC 16.
I rolled a 19 and I have a plus 12. So 31.
Alright, so I think you break through that.
This is what I'm built to do. This is my skill.
So, can't fix your own things, can fix others. It's useful.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm out
good.
of my brain, but if you plus because I have the persuasion helm.
Jen, I don't think I've ever played a game with you where you haven't got like a plus 12 to something.
Yeah.
Because the bard, I get jack of all trades. It gives me things and stuff. So
yeah,
it's great. It's just persuasion and performance, or those, and everything else is kind of
yeah.
But yeah, this is what I perform, and I tell people it's okay. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's magic. It's not real.
Don't worry. It's fine. Everything's fine. Or is it? But it is.
Gonna just kind of sit on the ground for a moment and hug their knees and just try to breathe.
Everything is fine. It's fine. Like, I'm gonna come over to you and I'm gonna pet your head.
Kind of wish I had brought some chocolate. Do you have any of the chocolate?
Oh, of course I have chocolate. Here, have chocolate.
I'm
There we
not
go.
hungry.
I hand you one of the chocolates.
I'm not hungry right now.
It's like Harry Potter. Chocolate help heal. Chocolate help heal. Shh.
Out of curiosity, Satali, do you move around the center of this maze?
I do.
As you're moving around, you kind of get pings from the range of your detect magic spell from all around the like various points during the maze as far as the radius will go. All of it transmutation.
This entire place is filled with transmutation magic.
Where is the man we came to look for?
Wait, transmutation.
Oh, I can't hear you, Pixie.
It's all transmutation. All of it?
All of it. Everything that I can feel is transmutation magic.
Not the whole maze, only like there are some points, like all the statues.
All the statues.
Is illusion magic transmutation?
Do you know how to remove curse or anything like that?
Let me have a look and see if I can remove curses.
I do not know. That is one of my spells. I have to look. I do not remember what bards do.
It's okay, I need to look my own.
This is the part where everyone can't remember what we can do.
This is where everyone Googles what remove curse does.
I'm just trying to see. I can bestow a curse. I cannot remove one.
No.
That's my skill. That seems pretty on brand.
I can do that. I can. Can remove curse.
See if you can remove curse on one of these statues.
All right. And we're going remove curse, not dispel magic, right?
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna try and remove curse on the nearest bear statue.
Okay, so the nearest bear one is, a big bear holding 2 watermelons. Okay.
All right. I want to remove the curse on this watermelon bear.
Okay. As you remove, so what does your remove curse look like?
It's okay when you cast it. You see her hands start to go this kind of purple black color at the ends, and then from that, this kind of vein tentacle thing reaches out and starts spreading over and just cracking with the remove curse.
As it goes over this statue, you start seeing the watermelons start changing color into watermelon color. Like, you start seeing it go from like marble to green. And as it gets down to the actual arms, the arms start going from white marble to dark brown.
Oh, goodness, there's a bear.
We just unleashed them.
Then you start seeing that the fur starts turning real, and you see this as it starts going over the body, it starts all turning to fur. Apart from when he gets to the face, you see what look like scratches in the statue, or actually tears rolling down as it washes over. Then this bear just falls to the ground. The watermelons smash, and this bear just stood there going.
Is it an actual bear or a bear folk?
Can I check if they're injured at all?
Yes, you can check if they're injured. Make me a medicine check. Anyone who wants to check, make a medicine check.
Okay.
I mean, I'll certainly do my damnedest. Not great.
That's a 14.
14?
Maybe a 12 or 13. Math is hard.
7.
What was that?
7.
12 or 13. Math is hard.
Right, so you don't see any like major physical wounds. You just, if anything, there's just like a really panicked, worried look on the faces. This bear focus on the ground, going,
Well, it's just what? Just what?
All right, it's all right.
Hello.
Hello.
I got you.
Okay.
Do you have a name?
What's my name? It was dark. What? It was what? It was dark. Why's it light?
Do you really like watermelons?
What?
Asking the important questions.
I was asked to bring the watermelons in here for.
What do you remember right now?
Other than darkness?
Well, it was night. It was very dark, and I got asked to bring these watermelons here to someone who wanted to surprise his loved one. And I just came through the maze, and then as I came through, I then see you.
Do you know name of person who asked you to bring watermelons for loved one?
Let me check. Hang on.
And they start rummaging through their pockets to try and find any bits of paper they can about it, and they find like scrap. It's like,
sadly no. I just got told to come here with them. My employer might have them.
Question for no reason. Have you ever been to the Chateau Fay, Court of the Chateau Fay? No reason, just wanting to know.
Well, I'm from the Shadow Realm.
Cool. Take this information for what you will. I do not know what I'm doing. I was talking to you guys for that one.
Right.
What was the date? Do you remember the date that you were asked to deliver the watermelons?
The date?
Yes, what is today's date?
I don't know.
Do you have a friend who likes to wear a tutu? Or perhaps some friends that like to high five a lot?
Well, there's the statues with the tutus.
I don't actually know what the date is.
It's make up a date. Who cares?
Right, the 14th of February.
Basically, make up a date and decide whether or not it's the right date.
Right, 14th of February.
It is not Valentine's Day, friend.
14th. So yeah, it's
It's supposed to be about to be winter, so
14th of February, 1602. You guys know it's like the 2nd of December, 1690 something.
Oh boy, howdy, this is going to be a fun one.
okay. Should
tell
we?
him?
Or I'll let you decide. I'm not good at this.
Is there a problem?
It depends on your definition of problem.
So, Tali, do you want to wake up another?
What do you mean wake up another?
Don't. It's okay. Just
I hand them a chocolate.
Just sit. Her name is
There you go.
Tatiana. Just
Oh yes, I
sit
talk.
for a while. I'm going to go and we're just going to go and have a talk, and I'm going to chill up with me. I was like, I'd like to awaken as many as I can.
Okay. How many spell slots do you have for Remove Curse?
It's a 3rd level one, and I already used Fly, I think, which was a 3rd level one. So I've got. Oh wait, is it 3rd level? Just go check.
I think it is 3rd level. I think.
Yeah. Then I've got one more spell slot left.
How many do you want to wake up?
I don't want to leave any of them here. How many are there? There are so many.
There are a lot of bears. They've been everywhere.
There are in the actual center of the maze right now. There are 8 bear statues -1 because the bear just woke up.
Is this part of the college? Like a thing in the college?
Make me a history check.
15 plus, where's history? 4. 19.
You vaguely recall like some, college society, which used to that rumored to meet here like over the generations ago.
When after Satali wakes up the second one, I'm gonna look over to Lathan why did you bring us to this hellscape?
It's what I thought would be where we would find Bertrand.
Oh yes, Bertrand. I literally could not remember why we came to this hellscape.
All right. If
Speaking of hellscape, yeah. Hell.
So, how many more do you wake up?
I've only got one more spell slot, so I wake up another one because at least then he won't be alone.
Okay, you wake up one that's wearing a gardener's hat and having some shears. And as you do, he's like, "Well, hi, where?
Hello? My name is Satali.
Hello.
Oh,
Tatiana, this is Loth.
hello?
Did the other bear see this?
The other bear sees this, and the other bear's like,
So I don't know. I'm talking to that bear. So it's actually insert date here. You've been a statue for a while. I didn't I could have told you, and then you could have get. But this is sort of seeing it is more of a believing it.
the bear you're talking. Are you talking to the one that you woke up first?
I'm the one giving the one that I gave a chocolate to.
Okay. She's like, what? Oh. She faints on you.
Oh,
This is not to be not expected.
Okay.
A fan, bare face.
Yeah, because if I wanted to wake up all the bears, it's going to take several long rests.
I feel like we should potentially tell some people at the college, and they can bring out a pack of wizards that can do this in much less time.
I have
Potentially.
a suspicion that this was done on purpose for whatever reason, though.
Yes.
I don't think we can trust the college. I personally don't trust the college.
You don't trust anyone, my dear.
I don't. It's why I'm still alive. But I don't trust the college not to have been involved unless Loth. You know for certain that they weren't.
I can't say that I do. This has always been here to my knowledge. I just never actually came over and had no reason to look any closer at him.
So you had a moment a minute ago. What happened to you now that you have simmered a bit?
Just. I thought I saw something.
Yeah, details might help us potentially.
Details really help the sky.
Cinder. They can't hear him anyway. I'm shushing something they can't hear.
Go on, Loth.
Things. Just things. Just fine.
You said something like fire, or
Did I say something about fire?
you were mumbling a little bit. I didn't catch it. I hear a lot of mumbling constantly, so I wasn't sure it was you at first. It might have been my mind that was mumbling about fire. My mind bibbles about fire quite a bit. Let me get a long off look. Oh yes.
Okay. Just. It's just a thing. It's a thing. I mean.
Okay. We're
My
not in the
family tried
sharing mood today. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, my family tried figuring out about the whole thing forever ago. We never figured it out.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
The bear who is the gardening bear, for lack of a better word, who's not fainted, is just looking around and going, "Where's like just introducing gardening around here? Why is there another statue here?"
I'm sorry, can you repeat yourself?
Why is there another statue here? Those statues weren't here before. I should know. I've been gardening this hedge maze since 1462.
Oh boy.
Oh, dear me.
Should we have this one sit down first? Should we do it? I don't know what to...
Have this one sit down, and then we explain, and then...
I cannot catch.
And then
catch
we need to
bears.
figure some things out. Like, I don't know, how long have things been the way they are in the city now? And oh boy,
Who's been
is this a damn
maintaining
edict.
this hedge maze if the bear has been frozen for however long this bear has been frozen? Also, why all bears? Is there a large bear population? Was there, and now there isn't anymore because they're all statues? So many questions.
When you were gardening, when you were caring for this hedge maze, how many statues were there in the center?
Oh, well, there was Oh, let me think. There was Well, it was only about 10. It was a fun maze we used to do. Just 10 statues, and they weren't all bears though. There were we had selection of different creatures and fauna and stuff.
Well, they're all bears now.
And how did the previous statues come to be here?
Oh,
You know.
they were gifted by some beneficiaries of the college, if I remember.
Okay.
So,
Do you know where the old statues are?
Well, they should still be here. They were still here when I was here.
Was there a storage place?
Well, why would you store statues if they're out all the time? You get the feeling that he does not know where these statues were like just put there and were meant to stay there. And
The gardener was not given inside information on the potentially cult-like happenings going on at this place, unsurprisingly.
are you also from the Shadow Road?
well, from the Shadow Realm, well, yes, I was brought over as a boy. I remember it fondly.
Oh, he remembers it fondly.
So this might be a difficult thing.
We should potentially wake up this one. They might not remember it fondly.
Well, not necessarily that bit.
Oh, okay. I have a very one-track mind.
Would you do me a favor and take a closer look at these other bears and see if you recognize these bears?
Yes, see if they were based on anyone you may have known. Or, no, current knowledge of
This
bear.
bear will go around and
Because we're not bear racist or anything. We can totally tell the difference.
okay, well, that bear's natural 20. He goes around and what the ones in the maze already. He sort of looks and goes, these two here look like they're from the same clan, and
Or they the high-fiving ones.
Yeah, these high-fiving ones. Is that where is a high five?
That is a high five.
Ones, oh, good.
I cannot explain it other than what they're doing is a high five.
These ones are of the same clan. They're from the Moonlit Glades. That's the one. They're the bears who come from the Shadow Realm. So these ones over here, this one seems to be carrying a satchel made from the same place. So if I was to hazard a guess, I'd say that all of these statues were from the same, were based on bear folk from the Shadow Realm.
Yes. Is there a bench or anything?
There's a bench.
We're in a garden.
Can I take him to one of the benches and just sit him down? Because I think we have to explain what's going on.
Okay.
Boss.
Okay.
My dear.
So,
Would you like me to do it?
no, I'm good. You
Okay.
just make sure that one is okay.
I mean, if they're still breathing.
Okay. So I
They're
just
still
want.
breathing.
I just this is going to sound a little odd, but I think your employer or somebody, these bears, they are not bear statues, they are bear folk who have been enchanted into stone, as you were moments ago before I removed the curse upon you.
Oh, okay.
The one over there that is currently passed out, they are like you. We woke them up first, and they were here 200 years after you.
I'm sorry. 200 after. But what? Why? What about my wife?
I was gonna say, my Cinder Skull's probably saying to me, everyone they know and love is dead.
Everyone they know and love is dead.
Please cover the Cinder Skull with a blanket.
Unless they're one of the statues, I believe so, yes.
I am so very sorry.
But why would someone do this?
Because there is no reason why someone should do this, but the reason I cannot fathom other than people are sometimes crueler than we can ever imagine. Which is why I'm trying to figure out who did this to you.
Well, I just tended this garden. I just did my job and made sure it looked nice and made sure people could sit in it. And occasionally when I'd see some students trying to find somewhere quiet. Occasionally there was a professor trying to do some research, but that table's new though, I must say that. But
I mean, the garden looks very beautiful. You did a wonderful job of keeping it up. Who employed you to take care of the garden? Do you remember the name of your employer?
Well, the college employed me. But whoever employed me, I imagine, is probably dead.
It's fucking Agnes, isn't it?
Oh, she's still alive? No.
Agnes is the big bad all along.
Well, why did you make me real again?
Why does anyone do anything? I have absolutely no idea. It just happened.
When we sorry, go Pixie.
I look off into the distance thinking, yeah, I licked one.
Okay.
I didn't say that, I just thought it. Like, I've made some choices.
Oh, so, right. Wow.
Our purpose here was to try and find a way onto the Shadow Road. We have been told that the way is to find someone who went there and a whole spell, so we were attempting to find the Shadow Fae that could potentially lead us there.
Well, what do you need to do this spell then?
We need the memories of a person who has been there. We need their blood on a pastry and a spinning lantern. But this is not something I'm going to ask of you to give up to me. Do you understand? You are under no obligation because of the remove curse to give us anything. If you want to go home, we will find a way for you to go home.
Well, I'm old. I've whatever is where my home was is probably not there anymore. And if you need this you need to know how to get there. And if the reason this is happening is in there, then I'm more than happy to help.
Can you do a medicine check on this one that passed out? See what's going on here. If they might wake up sometime today, or 13 plus medicine. I know I'm not good at that. Plus 5. 13.
Not good and plus 5.
Yeah, Jack of all trades is doing good things for me.
Yeah, this bear is fainted.
Just like probably gonna be out a while.
Yeah.
This bear does not seem to want to wake up anytime soon. Did we ever? Oh, they don't remember their name. So, friend, do you remember your name?
There's... I'm... Clore?
Clore?
Clore. Clore. C-L-A-U-D. Clore.
Claw.
The D is silent. Clore. Okay. It is good to meet you. Hello, my name is Tatiana. Hello, Tatiana. And...
It is Italy.
Italy.
Lazaria.
Hello. You said you needed a pastry?
We need blood and a pastry, I think. Right? With this?
Yes.
Did it mention? Oh my goodness. A thought has occurred to my character.
The blood has to be on the pastry and then we eat it.
Yeah, the thing that just occurred to me in real life and probably to Tatiana. Are we going to have to go get a bear claw?
Oh dear.
It is a pastry. It is not made of actual bears. It is made to look like bear claw. Is this a new invention? Did you not have bear claws? Oh, they are delicious.
I got these.
It's slightly different. They look like bear. They are very good. Filled, I think, with cream. I don't remember.
I will have to find them, I suppose.
There is probably many new wonders for you to explore.
I imagine so, if it's been over 200 years.
Lazaria.
Yeah.
Do you have contacts in the city that we could direct him to?
My only concern...
Oh, Pixie, you're muted.
Oh, that's odd. My only concern at this point with all that is the possibility that things were very, very different 200 years ago, and I don't think Lord here is exactly prepared to deal with all the edicts.
Oh, my concern was that somebody would find that they are awake, and then they might not like that.
See, that's another type of concern, too, because...
I feel like moving to another city might be a good option. This city, let's be honest, it's going to hell in a handbasket.
Yes, but we would need to be able to get the bear. Excuse me. We would need to be able to get him out of here safely.
I can get myself out of stuff. I'm old, but
you still got chutzpah. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a kind of conference with Lathariel and Tatiana and say, it's going to take time that we would have going to the Shadow Court, but I would very much like to free the other ones in the center.
Yeah, I mean, that is perfectly all right by me.
I do not feel at peace leaving the two of them to fend for themselves, and also not leaving them petrified here for someone to stab or scratch at. I don't...
It's a 3rd level spell right now.
Yeah.
You have a 4th level slot. Can you cast it at a higher level for...
I can. Yeah, I've got some...
Like one more if you have an extra slot that way.
Yeah, so I've got... yeah, so... Oh, no! Yeah, it's third level spell slot, and I've got 1 4th level spell slot.
So you can do at least one more per long rest.
Yeah.
Yay, leveled up spells. Can you potentially do 2 with a level 4 slot? I don't know. I don't have the spell, so I can't see what it does.
I don't think remove
Yeah.
curse.
Yeah,
Just at a higher level of.
Yeah.
I know some of them do at higher level more stuff. I didn't know if it had a higher level potential thing it could do.
I mean, yes. Whilst I am doing this, you could search for Bertram.
Yes.
Did you you got the lantern, you did not bring a pastry though?
Listen, I had one job. It was go get the lantern. Now a lot of stuff has happened. So you got it. There are 3 of us. 3 heads better than 1.
Oh, the 4.
Does chocolate not count as a pastry?
I don't think so. I think it has flour.
Make an Arcana check.
No, I can't check to see.
No, actually, let's tell you what. I'm going to give it to you.
Yes.
And take an inspiration point.
Yeah.
Thinking of chocolate as a pastry.
Is a hot dog a sandwich and is chocolate a pastry? The world will never know.
I mean,
Listen, L'Oreal is like light years ahead of her time.
It's chocolate. Well, it's truffles though, so it's
there a
not
wafer in
just
it? Who
regular
knows?
chocolate. And I mean, given the pomegranate, I can see how that would work with the. We're getting to
If it's got a
mythological
biscuit
stuff here.
base, who knows? Is it
Mario,
the Jaffa cake? Is it Jaffa cake, a biscuit, or a cake?
Faro, you get the idea that, chocolate is a good alternative to a pastry for the component of this spell.
Do we have to crack it open? I don't think it will absorb.
We could crack it open, which would give the ability for multiple people to use it.
You don't have little cavity.
But I don't know if that would affect its effectiveness.
Well, with not necessarily more people. I'm just worried that the blood would just run right off of it rather than go, oh, maybe we could inject it in like you would with cream.
So whoever's got Fey ancestry anyway, and our Shadow Fey can change the direction of the Fey Road destination anyway. And if you've got the blood pastry, it just helps you change that without having disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
And also make sure that the destination's actually there. It's basically having like a honed-in teleport spell.
I like using the truffles for this.
It's gonna be it's a Shadow Road GPS, basically. It's telling us where to go, generally speaking.
So what Lath is going to do is Lath is going to take one of the truffles and pull out their quill, and they're going to use their quill to poke a size, not that tiny, because these aren't like super tiny truffles anyways, but a hole in the truffle so that it can actually serve as a vessel.
Okay. So, who is conducting the ritual?
Most certainly not me.
Who wants to do it?
Tali's going to try and unfreeze some more of the bear folk.
Okay,
so that's Laugh.
Yeah. Okay, so Laugh, you sit down and, for a minute, you just there concentrate with this gardening bear's paw in your hand, with Claw's hand in your hand, and you, as you're concentrating, you gently use the nib of your quill to prick the end of his finger, and a tiny drop of blood comes out and just floats gently into the recess that you made.
I was gonna say, ooh, the quill's smart here because I can actually use the quill to actually draw the blood too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as you do that, you kind of see his eyes glaze over for a second, and then as they unglaze, the ritual is done.
Okay.
He no longer has memory of his home.
No, that is unfortunate. His shadow Fey home, not necessarily his home.
Yeah.
Which is gone anyway.
I will help the ones here that I can. You go. If there's something in the Shadow Realm that's causing problems, then you do what you can there.
We will. And thank you for your memory.
It's
If you need help getting out of the city, you ask around, you'll find a rat. His name is Chuck Dandy. Chuck, good rat.
a rat.
Yes, rat. You know, skittery little things, long tail, naked long tail. You find Chuck. Chuck will help you. Chuck is a good man.
He's multicolored and wears a top hat and a monocle and a cape and has a cane.
He might not
be
be wearing it because he's got to be in disguise.
I used to kill rats for munching a mage's aliers.
Yeah. Well, this is Chuck. He is a very helpful rat. Not a common rat. This is Chuck Dandy, not common rat.
A rat with a top hat.
Of course.
I can eat rats. I'm sure I can have a conversation with one if needs be.
I mean, if you need help, find Chuck. Good rat. Good man.
Oh, thank you. I'll go find that rat. Just you be careful wherever you're going.
Can make no promises, but I will do my best. I'm not dead yet.
Okay, well.
It is a vote of confidence in my book. I'm not dead yet.
Well,
Made it this far.
I'm not dead yet, and I'm over 300 years old.
See? Doing the best we can.
I'm pretty sprightly for my age, all considering.
You're very sprightly.
You're a strange one.
Thank you, I try. No, I don't. I just am.
He's utterly confused by you.
That I aim to confuse, yes.
So yeah, you now have the blood truffle memory. And do you know?
Don't I?
So during this time, Tali, after you've cast all the spells, you hear the voice at the back of your head go, you know what? Bear folk are utterly lovely, darling. They have the best taste in design and clothing and stuff, and this is awful what they've done to them. Don't you agree?
I don't. Oh, that would be a lie to say I don't understand why someone would do this. I've lived in the Shadow Court before, but this is a whole new level of wrong. This is wrong. This is using magic and twisting it to entertainment. But just the... this is all just wrong. I think we need to add another person to our list.
I agree. I think I want to help you out here on this occasion, darling.
I knew I could always count on you.
See, Dolly, who are you talking to?
My own skull, don't worry about it.
Okay, I understand.
You take out your book.
I take out my book. And I drop it like a mic and walk away. No, I don't do that.
Drop it like it's hot.
As soon as you put it in your hand, the book opens on its own volition and flicks through the various black and silver pages until it lands on a page.
What does the page say?
The page is the spell to walk on the Shadow Road. Only this once.
Have I ever told you how lovely you look today?
Oh, you flatterer.
I try.
You look okay yourself.
Please, I look beautiful. I looked at myself in the mirror this morning.
True, well. Did you get any books from the library, by the way?
Oh yeah, I stole like 3. I didn't do that, but God, I wish I had.
You can't not steal, Val. Val character.
Retroactive sleight of hand check.
Retroactive sleight of hand check. Oh, what? I'm trying so hard not to steal things. A sleight of hand, 17 plus. I'm good at stealing. That is 19.
You stole 4 books.
If Satali was to steal books from the library, she definitely would have done a sleight of hand. If I were to have stolen them, I would have waved them in front of Agnes saying, taking this, goodbye, Agnes.
You stole 4 books.
I stole 4 books. But in fairness, it was in the pursuit of knowledge, so no one can judge me.
I agree. Well, here's the spell. And behave. And don't get me killed.
I'll try my very hardest.
So you have in front of you the spell to cast to get into the Shadow Road.
I'm going to walk over to Loth and Tatiana, and have we done the ritual that will take us to it? And is casting the spell going to take us to the Shadow Road?
It will take you onto the Shadow Road.
Then I'm going to walk over to them and I'm going to say, all right, you want to see something really cool?
Sure.
Your face? I have seen it.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. You got a gold star. I pull out a sticker and I stick it on her.
Yay!
I'm going to pull out another gold star and stick it on Loth and say, you are brilliant.
Oh, yes, she is they are very bright. Bright. I can't say that. Bright.
They shine bright like a diamond. And I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to say...
Ignoring the Rihanna reference.
This place is definitely something tragic and awful has happened.
So, as per the spell's instructions, you have to do it on the site of immense pain, such as murder, suicide, or in this case, petrifying loads of bears.
Eternally trapped souls and statues?
Yeah. And as you... or a significant tragedy, and as you do so, you light the lantern, and for the next hour, you can cover it and uncover it, and slowly letting the lantern cast loads of shadows. And after an hour, suddenly out of the darkness, a archway of shadow with green flecks inside of it emerges. Can I have all of you make me a perception check?
Can do.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
4 plus
15.
What was that, Pixie?
15.
15?
I got an 11.
Okay. So Tali, you're just concentrating on making the lantern go up and down and making the shadows. Tatiana and Lothario, you look through and you see trees. Dark and twisted trees, and also ruins. And for a moment, Lothario, you see a darker, colder, more frozen looking hell, but that quickly goes back to being trees.
Okay.
A hill like Lucifer. Dark and cold.
You have in front of you a portal to the Shadow Road.
We yeet. No, we don't.
I go,
We yeet inside.
well, I take it this is where we are going. I sort of look at everyone like, I'm going to start walking. Are we going? Is this okay? Somebody stop me if it is not. Okay, let's go.
We go.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of the Shadow Realm.
The wizards are with us. We have wizards already.
Who are you talking to?
It is a very long story.
Satali's going.
Dolly talking to.
Satali's just going to stride through the portal and say, "Time to go home, I guess."
It must be nice to have home.
And as the three
Or
of
is it?
As the three of you walk through the portal, and the portal slowly collapses around you into a faint puff of green and black. That's where we end the session.
Yay!
I really thought you were going to pull a, like, as you walk through the portal, the bear
You
folk will
die.
transform into fae folk, and it turns out they were messing with you this whole time. I was like,
And they attack.
no, Tim. I got so attached to them.
They were beautiful. Beautiful.
So that happened.
Did. I mean, we made it onto the Shadow Road.
Yeah.
I mean, that one bear never woke up, so far as I'm aware of. I'm gonna wake up like.
You'll find out when you go back to Midgard what happened to the bear.
Well,
Listen, I'm not going to be
said that
bad.
they would take care of them.
Yeah, as far as I know, we awoke the rest of the bears. And
Yeah.
honestly, if those bears take over the city and have like a whole coup, I will support this.
Rock on.
I will
Bow
aid
down to
them
our new
in
bear
the
lord.
Les Miserables.
We will bow down to our new bear overlords.
Do you hear the bear sing?
Song of why do you have Fleming?
Singing the songs of grizzly men.
Hey! But yeah, so
Yeah.
we made it. We made it onto the Shadow Road.
Made it. Yeah.
Go Team Chaos!
Yeah.
Oh,
Team
boy.
Chaos is,
Yeah.
and next week we get to add to Team Chaos,
Yes.
Yay!
which depending on what happened today was going to go one of two ways.
So, what was the other way, Tim?
I imagine we were gonna unfreeze Sam's character.
Oh, I thought you meant if we like destroyed the statues, which at one
No.
point I was going like when Lath was waving and looked like they were scared of whatever was in the statue, I was like, do I destroy the statue? So I'm really glad we didn't go that route.
Oh, whenever
There's a few options you could have done.
we woke up, whichever one I licked, I'm sorry. No context. I'm just going to say sorry to the one that I licked.
Anyway,
Terribly sorry.
that was our session.
Yay!
Utter chaos.
That was a roller coaster. That's what I'm here for. Chaos. I'm gonna make a random chaos table of things that I'll roll and just randomly do.
Please do. Please
It's gonna
do.
be great. It's gonna be great.
Before
Love me
we
a random table.
say goodbye and go on to our whatever our Friday the 13th looks like, let's go around and say what you're doing, where we can find you, and all this stuff. Starting with Satali.
Hey, that's me. I'm Matthew Foreman at Matthew W. Foreman. Even when he's not here, I do it, okay?
Is the W still there?
The W is still there. That is the whole Matthew Foreman experience with extra the W.
Extra W.
Extra W. Hi, everybody. I'm Val. I said I'm the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter. You can find me here tomorrow for Nox's Indie Showcase. I think it starts at, I'm looking at the schedule, 3 p.m.
It starts at
That's at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
for Nox Indie Showcase. We're going to be lesbian snakes building a home together. It's going to be wholesome and wonderful. And then you can find me on Sunday at 6 p.m. for Monster Hearts, where things have gone down. It's getting even crazier than Monster Hearts usually is. We're fine. Everything's fine. And I don't know if we do favorite moments, but my favorite moment was definitely the whole exchange between Loth and their professor, and also unfreezing the bears was just a highlight.
Good times.
Perfect. Lothario, you're up.
Hi, I'm Torn Pixie. You can find me here on Twitch at Torn Pixie, and then on Twitter at Torn Pixie Twitch. I'll actually be on later today doing some miniature painting at like 9 p.m. Pacific time. Otherwise, I think my favorite part, honestly, the recap. That was gold.
Chuck Danny.
10 minutes it took.
At least.
10 minutes, and I was already broken.
We'll do better next time, Tim. 3 minutes.
Yeah, probably accurate, actually.
Before we even go live, you'll be broken.
Wait, sorry, was that accurate? Did you say accurate, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the mute button.
And please talk.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am randomly Jen, Jen on Twitter. I just noticed that my at on the screen is incorrect, but at randomly generated, as it is on the screen right now, is where you can find me on the rest of the social internet, like Twitch and Instagram. So yeah, we play with affiliate, and I play lots of random fun games at noon central. A lot of days of the week. My schedule's in chaos right now. Chaos is my life. Welcome to it. And my favorite, I had a thought of what was my favorite. The fact that Satali stole books. Post actually doing it. I'm big fan of that. Big fan of that. But yeah, come join me on Twitter and Twitch, and we have a good old fun time. It's spectacular, and I love this game, and everything is fantastic. And I haven't been able to see for most of it because my contacts are foggy, so if I blinked a lot, because I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Tim. I'm the DM, and I'm at Anon Moff on all the social interwebs. I made notes for this session. I ignored the notes because chaos.
Prepare to do that a lot.
Yeah, I did note down, when you had successes and the things that you're meant to have successes in. I did note that down. It's just everything else was chaos and really unplanned, and it's fine. We've gone off book. It's fine. But yeah, you can find me on here every Friday, DMing, and you can also find me on Mondays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central, 7 or 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to be on here on Variant Roles on Monday in the evening or whatever time zone you're in, playing on the Hellbind 7 game, where I'm playing Don, the weird space pirate who has a secret, but no one really knows about it. But turns out that's not a secret in front of the party, because everyone in the party has a secret.
Secrets, Tim.
Everyone likes secrets.
Secrets everywhere.
Secrets.
Daddy has secrets.
Oh no, we almost made it through a whole thing without a daddy.
I know, we almost made it through without only mentioning one daddy.
Did someone say Zaddy?
You did mention Matthew W. Foreman earlier.
Yes, and thus someone had to mention Zaddy.
Someone had to mention Zaddy. So yeah, you can find me there, and aside from that, I'll be on Twitter saying stuff occasionally. In about just under an hour on here, you can check out the Dresden Files Portland session, which is session 2 now. Yeah, session 2, second episode of the Dresden Files Portland starts here in about 48 minutes. So stick around; it'll be fun.
Good math, Tim. Good math.
Aside from that, see us all here same time next week with probably a 30-minute intro. Maybe 40. Maybe the entire episode will be an intro. Who knows? We have a lot to catch up on next week.
By the 12th episode, it'll be 3 minutes of actual gameplay.
That'll be fine. We actually might have to do a long catch-up next week, because next week we are joined by our recurring cast member, Sam, who will be joining us, and we have to explain all of this to her. And also, just
start the Zoom call early.
We should, let's just start. I'm going to just put the Zoom call up early and go, all right, we need to catch you up on a lot of stuff. Well, we need Luis. We need Luis from every Marvel film to, do an entire breakdown of what's happened.
You need to get a Morgan Freeman in here, and then they talk to a rat named Chuck.
And here we see the rat named
David Attenborough.
With his dandy cape and dandy hat, he goes around like a dandy rat about town. All the rats around him go, "Oh, hello." And he goes, "Hearken to me, for I am the dandiest of rats named Chuck."
Dice Priority just raided us.
No, you just raided us. Hey, guys. And we're about to finish.
I was just going to say, I'm just setting up a raid.
Right. Where are we raiding?
Well, Encounter Roleplay and the Greyhawk channel are both live.
Let's do Encounter Roleplay.
Accountable.
Because I think they're doing Judge Dredd at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, Judge Dredd on the block.
This is my first time trying to do it. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Are we doing this? I don't know. Anyway, if this is working, we're going to go raiding. If it's not working, we're going to do something else. So
I don't have permission to do that. Dang it.
Yeah, I can't either. You have to be an editor at least or something.
Well, we'll
Someday.
we will get this worked out next week.
Listen, third time's a charm. It's a phrase.
Fine. I'm just going to go with Unbridled Chaos now. But
Friday the 13th, it's fine.
Aside
We
from
are
that-
able to host, I believe so. If nothing else, we can host until everyone go ahead and head on over.
yeah, it sounds good. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
So-
everyone check out Encounter Roleplay and then Judge Dredd and just hop on over there because
And if it's
everyone's
not- And if it's not Judge Dredd, then I'm sorry that I had bad information.
I mean, that's what it said on the thing.
Listen, it's
But
going to be
anyway.
great either way.
This is going to be great either way. And yeah, see you same time next week with the same amount of madness and chaos, which is apparent in everyone's lives now. So if not, have a good evening and bye.
Bye. Wave like the